Okay, in this segment we're going to talk about how to use the clicks and the half clicks for adjusting your fire when you're aiming at a target. Okay, so let's say you're shooting at 700 yards. We got that nice and clear on the video? So you take your shot and your bullet actually hits out here. It hits in the empty space. Okay, so if I'm next to you with the same scope on a different rifle and I'm calling your correction, now you take the shot, and once you shoot, you're going to move under recoil. So even if you see the impact of your miss, you may not know exactly where it is on the aiming scale because you moved. I don't move. I didn't pull the trigger. So let's say your bullet hits right here, and you're aiming at 700 yards. So my correction to you would be go over, there's 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, 4 clicks. So it would be 4 clicks to the right. And if you ended in the gap area, we call that a half a click. And let's say, like I said, that your bullet's down here, so that would be 1 point down. So your correction would be, what did I say, 4.5 clicks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 clicks, 1 point down, and that's where you'd be aiming. This is very repeatable and very definitive aiming point, as opposed to, let's say you're just using wind dots, okay? If they give you wind dots at 5 and 10 mile an hour, those dots, the distance between those dots is going to increase as the range increases. And there's no definitive aiming point between them. So you're going to have a wide gap there that you're just going to be guessing. You're going to be aiming basically in the air at nothing. This gives you a definitive aiming point every 10 inches. And 10 inches, if you look at looking at a man straight on, is smaller than the width of his chest, or if you're looking at him sideways, it's going to be about the width of his chest. So it's a very definitive, repeatable aiming point. So this has an advantage for wind, because a lot of these scopes, they put these reticles in there where they give you a 5 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour wind lead. Okay, well, how do you know it's a 5 mile or 10 mile an hour wind? You don't know. Is it a full value? You're just taking a guess. In the old days, we called it Kentucky windage. Now they call it swag or wag. Wild ass guess or scientific wild ass guess, it's still a guess, okay? So this way, if you see your impact, you can make your adjustment very quickly and very very quickly and very precisely. It's very repeatable, because it will be a guess. You don't know. Okay, if you don't see your hit, well, how are you going to adjust if you don't see your hit? You're just going to take another guess, all right? So that's how you engage for wind. The next thing we're going to talk about is engaging moving targets. So let's stop that right here.